Why is it that businesses spend so much time, money, and effort trying to get new customers, instead of spending their efforts focused on keeping the ones they already have? Did you know that over 1.3 million books have been written about how to get a customer, while barely 30,000 books have been written about how to keep a customer? So that you don't have to do the math, allow me to help. There have to be 43 books written about how to get a customer before a single book is written about how to retain a customer. As if this focus on marketing and selling and filling the funnel wasn't extreme enough, there's another huge problem when it comes to your customers' retention. You see, every single organization has the exact same problem. We have human beings as customers. My name is Joey Coleman, and this is the problem that I help organizations solve. I've had an eclectic career, to say the least. I've worked in the White House Office of Counsel to the President, and I've done things for the United States Secret Service and the CIA that my security clearances prohibit me from talking about. I've taught at the postgraduate level, addressed judges and juries as a criminal defense litigator, consulted with Fortune 500 global leaders, and founded an advertising and branding agency. Brain science tells us that when we make a purchase or sign up for a service, our brain floods with dopamine. We feel joy, euphoria, and excitement. This is the product that we dreamed about. This is the service that's going to take us to the next level. But almost immediately after the client has those feelings, that dopamine that came into their brain and created that joy and euphoria and excitement starts to recede. And a clock starts to tick. And it ticks faster and faster. And as that dopamine recedes from the brain, those feelings of joy, euphoria, and excitement are replaced by feelings of fear and doubt and uncertainty. What if this doesn't go the way I was hoping? What if we never get this job done? What if this lawyer isn't everything he was cracked up to be? I mean, he's got a great video on his website, but what if working with him isn't quite what I was hoping? Within the organization, people are celebrating the new sale, high-fiving, ringing bells. Someone just won a trip to Napa. But at the customer's office or home, they're in a state of fear and doubt and uncertainty about this brand new relationship. This relationship that has barely begun. In common parlance, we call this buyer's remorse. Raise your hand if you're familiar with the phrase buyer's remorse. Raise them nice and high so I can see them. Almost everyone has heard of the phrase buyer's remorse. That feeling that occurs when a customer begins to doubt the purchase decision they just made. While most of us have heard of buyer's remorse, very few businesses have a system or process in place designed to address the buyer's remorse that we scientifically know every customer will feel. The devastating reality is that buyer's remorse, combined with a lack of action or attention by the organization, results in customers leaving. Somewhere between 20 and 70% of new customers will decide to stop doing business with you in the first 100 days of the relationship. As quickly as we were bringing customers in the front door, they were running out the back door. But what was scarier to me than those shocking statistics was that the typical business owner had no idea what their percentage was. They have no idea how many people are leaving. They have no idea why they are leaving. They have no idea when they are going to leave. In order to succeed at any position I've ever had, you had to have a keen understanding of the human condition. Why do people do the things they do? And what can we do to convince, encourage, or persuade them to do the things we'd like them to do? For the last 20 years, I've helped organizations around the world keep their customers. From keynote speeches to breakouts to multi-day workshops, I've worked with organizations across dozens of industries that wanted to keep the customers they worked so hard to acquire. From auto dealerships to accountants, from entrepreneurs to middle managers to chiropractors, lawyers, I've taught people in almost every industry how to deepen relationships with existing customers instead of constantly chasing new leads. But this isn't just about keeping your customers. It's about increasing your profits. Research from Harvard Business School, Stanford Business School and dozens of other studies shows that if you keep just 5% of your customers that would otherwise leave, you will increase your profits 25 to 100%. Where else could you put your focus in the coming weeks and months that would increase your profits 25 to 100%? In my travels to over 58 countries on all 7 continents, I have yet to meet any human being anywhere on the planet who doesn't want and need more proof that they matter. The research has proven time and time again that if on day 101, your customer is loving their relationship with you, they are feeling connected, they are feeling valued, and they are feeling appreciated, that individual will stay a customer for a minimum of 5 years. I'm not asking you to run a marathon. I'm just asking you to pay attention to the people that have already raised their hands and said, I want to be a customer of yours. I want to do business with you. You've got 100 days, 100 days, 100 days to get it right. Day 1 begins tomorrow. What are you waiting for?